But like what we do kind of habitually, and it's working, but also this is champ 1. Cut off. Like, you can cut off in this play. It's a good play. But like what you don't really look for is like, maybe I'll play boost control, or maybe I'll let this ball roll into the corner and I have to take a 50 and then you could counter. Or maybe you go here and play goal line defense. They shoot, you save it up the wall. It's kind of like that control back to defense, baiting 50s, up the wall, up the wall. We're going to look at champion 1, 1v1. I appreciate the additional context. I mean, we'll take a look. We'll take a look, man. Autopilot is not bad. Playing on autopilot, the goal is to make your autopilot really good. Like, I honestly don't like thinking in games. Like, you want to really feel your decisions. You want to have a thought go into your mind, and you just do the first thought. And then you train that thought to be the best thought. We'll take a look, man. Champion 1, normally Grand Champ 1, Grand Champ 2. Nice try. Oh, we take those. Yeah, that was good. I'm surprised that went in, but that was good backboard control. Clean play. Nice try. Good recovery that we didn't post right there. And a little bit of control back to defense. Hey, fake into shadow right there. This looks good, man. I know if I told you not to overthink, it doesn't always work like that, but I wouldn't overthink. I think you're playing good to start this. Your fakes are fine, dude. Nice. We'll take it. Definitely. Okay, so highlights. Your fakes. Your fakes and shadow. And then your ball control off your goal line, whether it's on backboard on the goal line. I guess we could call it counterattacks, but really good. I think, Trevane, I think the goal for you, if you do decide to grind some ones, sorry. Dude, you're being very mechanical right now. I did not see this in your twos game last week. You're being very mechanical. I would try to be this mechanical in twos. And like when I watch gameplay like this, also like do not hesitate to submit 1v1 gameplay, but like the immediate question is, okay, like why aren't we this mechanical in a 2v2 setting? Like I could make some assumptions, but that would be something that I would want to figure out because you're getting good looks on the ball. Again, good job peeling out. Nice. Good patience. Good. I mean, we faked a bit too soon, but really good adjustment. Probably the best replay you've sent me, to be honest. Nice try. Demo. Nice try. Good. Right? Like, super diverse. Not overcommitting. Mechanical. Like, there's a couple things we don't have that I'm thinking about. That was crazy. But we'll take it. Well, I guess we won't take it. Like, there's really, like, one thing that I would give you to work on in ones based on what I'm seeing right here. Good. And that one thing is control back to defense and control up the sidewalls. And it's only to build on what you're doing extremely well. And what you're doing extremely well are your fakes on offense, your shadow defense. We're shadowing into a save. We're cutting that off with like a backflip challenge or a cut. Like, no joke, your fake into shadow, don't change it. Good. Like, we could always get better, but like, that is not the problem. Like, that is the setup for defense and ball control. And then our transitions up the field, I'm calling them counterattacks, but it's really just ball control up the field. Air, ground, off your backboard, quick shots. Like, you have everything. Don't change that. The only thing we're missing... Oh, another thing we had was demos. Like, you're super diverse. This is good. It's control here. Not always up the wall, but side to side. And ball control back to defense. And then across your goal line. We kind of have ball control back to defense. Kind of. But it's a little choppy. You're not as comfortable. Try to like find some moments for you where we can control. So like obviously we're controlling up the wall right now. It was off kickoff though. But then like you immediately go for this. And I wouldn't not go for this. But like you could also like maybe take this slow and try to play a 50 and push it this way and get a boost control spawn and go up the wall or go up the wall here. What you did was totally fine. Really good option. You almost score from it. But take a look at every time we play the ball. A lot of it is just up the field, like that counterattack sort of play style. And I want to build on that by going side to side. This would be ball control back to defense. We just have a hard time grounding that. I would want you to be able to troll back, bring it across, maybe bait some 50s, go up your back wall. You had a really good back wall air dribble. What I would call this is like full field ball control. So like all over the field, not just this way. Your fakes are great. We see this, we fake, and I know you're trying to like bait them in and get a quick beat so that you could like shoot on net. I understand what you're going for, but just for like example purposes, like a little hit up the wall, control your boost, air dribble, reset, etc. It's just, I always say this, but everything you're going for is good. There really isn't a lot of breakdowns, but I just don't see you looking for that wall control or back to defense ball control. And I wouldn't change this play, right? Like you have the perfect one bounce air dribble setup. But like for example purposes, maybe you slow that down. Let it bounce a couple times. This player either challenges you, you 50, counter, or they fake off, go here, and then you bring it this way to go up the wall and steal that boost. Option. I'm making up these examples because pretty clean replay, bro. It's just something to practice. Like the only time we're on the wall is after kickoff. See how that player brings it across, goes up the wall, blah, blah, blah. More of that. And, like, I threw this in there, man. Like, I'll keep showing a couple examples, but the consolidation, control back to defense, across your goal line, bait in 50s, go up the wall, air dribble, like keep all the mechanics, all the ball control, air dribble, reset, keep it all. But like what we do kind of habitually, and it's working, but also this is champ 1. Cut off. Like you can cut off in this play. It's a good play. But like what you don't really look for is like, maybe I'll play boost control, or maybe I'll let this ball roll into the corner and I have to take a 50 and then you could counter. Or maybe you go here and play goal line defense. They shoot, you save it up the wall. It's kind of like that control back to defense, baiting 50s, up the wall. Keep all the same mechanics. What we usually do is that fake into shadow, into cutoff, or save. But then when we save, it's kind of right back up the field, not up the wall. This is purely just kind of diversifying the replay. And the reason I'm saying this, number one, you look good. Good backflip challenge. Break this down. You look good, but like you're also air dribbling and resetting, and it's like more. Like you look good. So we go for this, we fake, we go for backflip challenge, which is 100% an option. You could also shadow farther away. This player flicks it, save it, up the wall. I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying do that for any of these options, dude. Because, like, you may be thinking, oh, I want a backflip because if I give them too much distance, they might air dribble bump. And that's totally a justifiable reason to backflip challenge. Just think more big picture with what don't we do a lot? Because I don't know when this will happen. I would say maybe Grand Champ 1 ones, players will start to realize, oh, this dude always fakes and always shadows and always cuts the ball or backflips. Players will realize those tendencies and start to go for a quick flick, right? Or up the wall for an air dribble and a reset play, like a full field air dribble reset, because they know you're going to play aggressive and cut off. And the reason I say that is because, like, right, like another thing we don't have is pre-jump defense. This was, I think you were just kind of feeling yourself. But like players will realize that, oh, this dude only kind of plays those fake shadow ball chasey cut challenges. They don't have pre-jump defense. They don't have goal line defense. They don't have backboard defense. So I'm just going to be in the air. I hope that makes sense, Tervain. I wouldn't say I'm stretching for this replay, but like when I do a replay review like this, it's more of a teaching moment because the replay is clean and there's not a whole lot of breakdowns. So we see this play. Control, 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 cross the wall, cross the goal line. And dude, this builds into counterattack because you're getting a new direction to counter. But also, if you go to control and you see this player rushing in, you could just take a 50, win that 50, and counter. It just gives you more options. Good beat, good counter, good play, right? Like, none of these plays are bad. And based on what I'm seeing here, man, and what you said in chat, I mean, we're going to have a new season coming up. I don't think you need to be, right, there's that backflip challenge. That's just our habitual tendency. Like, no joke. Like, that's what you're good at. That's a strong weapon, right? Like, you have a very sharp weapon with this play. We're just going to learn how to shadow farther and shadow into goal line, right? We're just going to get better at more stuff. To where, like, this player flicks it, you have to save, you control boost, you go up the wall, and you make them panic. Still, good play. But what I was saying with structure, I don't think you need to go crazy with, like, a certain amount of ones, a certain amount of twos, but just based on what I'm seeing, I would 100% play ones and twos and, like, grind both playlists, with the goal of getting this much time on the ball and being this mechanical in twos. I'm assuming, good play. I'm assuming the breakdown with twos is speed and creating space. But like, play ones, rep out your mechanics. Try to play diversified in ones, and then try to get that speed up in twos. Because like, no joke, if you had these mechs in the twos replay, it'd be pretty crazy, dude. Pretty crazy. You honestly look like a different player in ones. But good stuff, man. Super solid.